can I talk to you about your personal finances? I mean, you seem pretty organized. I've seen you around campus and you seem pretty loose with your spending money, which is okay now, but you're gonna graduate soon and I just wanna make sure that you're solid with your finances, okay? So there's like only 4 tips. The first one is you just need to know your numbers. You need to know how much is coming in and how much is going out, which seems really easy, but it's actually really hard. And there's actually, there's some apps that can really help like this. Mint.com, Dollarbird, BillGuard, Level Money, and LearnVest, I think they're called. And I mean, I know it's totally your decision, and I would just check them out because they're pretty great, because actually they record and categorize all of your expenses automatically, which is so helpful. Okay, so number 2, you've really got to establish and just live on a budget. So once you get a sense of how much is coming in and how much is going out, you've just got to set some rules on how much you're spending to make sure that how much is coming in is greater than what's going out. A budget would be like you have a certain amount of money that you're allowed to spend for like entertainment, and a certain amount of money that you're allowed to spend for, you know, like papers and note cards and pencils. Because I know that I go through note cards a lot. So you want to make sure that you just have a good budget and stick to it, so you don't start accumulating debt, or so that your debt doesn't get bigger every month. So you could eliminate debt on highest interest rate credit cards first. So pay the minimum plus as much as possible to put a big dent in your debt on that card. You could also call to ask for a reduction in interest rate. So say you're paying 14%, just try to get it down to maybe 11%. You could also just eliminate debt on your card and then just discontinue that card, and then just repeat until you get down to 1 or 2 lowest interest cards. And if you have multiple cards, just resolve to use only the card or 2 with the lowest interest rate. So once you start paying down or just eliminating your credit card debt, you want to make sure that, you know, with that extra money, you can, which leads me to point number 4, is to create an emergency fund. Because who really knows what's going to happen? I mean, you know, let's say you have a good credit score and you get that job, right? Do you really know if that job is secure? I mean, what happens if you get laid off? You know, that way the emergency fund is there as like a safety net. Also, just a general rule is just, you know, have 3 to 6 months of living expenses, just in case you do get laid off and something happens and you don't have that annual income. You just have a little 3 to 6 month cushion for you to find another job. Just if you ever want to talk about it, or if you ever making some hard decisions of what to spend and you don't know what to do with your money, I am always here for you. But I have to go. I have to go to Fruity. I'm not going to go to Fruity Yogurt. I'm going to go to my room to study for that exam. But call me, okay? And I have to go.